Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German.
Which is me misspeaking. I meant Hebrew.
But the books were in German. Asmongold asserts that the Nazis burned down the Magnus Hirschfeld Institute of Sexology in 1933, not because it was a safe space for queer people, but because it was written in Jewish, not German. And while he's doing this, his chat cheers the actions of Nazis. We cool with that?
Burned books on gender sciences
They did do that.
first. Now the administration has villainized and marginalized migrant workers, trans.
It's a bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German.
My understanding is it was written in Jewish, not German. Oh my God, dude. You know, I actually haven't seen the clip. I just saw the headline and I was like, I try to, listen guys, I try to raw dog stream with you guys, all right? I try to give my authentic reaction just for you guys. And I sometimes wish I didn't do that because I don't want to see this. I don't want to see this. What do you mean? Your understanding is that it was because it was written in Jewish, not German. Come on, dude. No. No.
A bit of a miss. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German. And it was like a retaking of Germany for Germans. That was like the uprising of the Nazis. So it was like, yeah, they were, I think it probably might be both in some circumstances, but like it was categorical for it not being written in German. They also burned porn. Yeah, they burned a lot of stuff.
Which is why they translated it before burning it, right, Denim? Ha 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 ha. You don't have to be smart. Like, you can Google it really easily and see Magnus Hirschfeld was a German physician, sexologist, and LGBTQ advocate whose citizenship was later revoked by the Nazi government. It says here he was targeted by early fascists and then later Nazis for being Jewish and gay. You don't even have to try that hard. I don't understand.
And I wish people like this. It's disappointing that you can't have genuine conversations because people try to...
Yeah, you can also just Google, did the Nazis like gay people?
To just like kind of, you know, like handpick facts and like not talk about things in an honest way. But it's like part of that's true, but it's like not completely true.
LGBT people.
Oh boy. Nazis.
That clip. That actually just took 3 days off. Dude, I don't even know what to say about this. I don't know how you can say the words, it was written in Jewish, not German, and not recognize that Jewish is not a language, and not think that you could possibly be wrong about this. I don't know how you can think that saying this shit on your stream has no side effects or consequences at all. I don't know how you can push such blatant garbage and not care about it at all. Institute of Sexology was an immensely important institution that provided shelter, medical care, and a catalog of queer art, poetry, and memoirs and scientific research. It was the first book burning of the Nazi takeover. Its loss set back LGBTQ people by half a century. And again, it doesn't even, you can just go to Wikipedia and find more information on it. Institute for Sexual Science, also Sexology, founder Magnus Hirschfeld, focus sexology, transgender healthcare, transgender studies. The name is variously translated as Institute for Sexual Research, Institute of Sexology, Institute for Sexology. It was a nonprofit foundation. It was the first sexology research center in the world. He ran the world's first homosexual organization, which campaigned on progressive and rational grounds for the LGBT rights and tolerance at the start of the first homosexual movement that would flourish in interwar Weimar culture. And like, again, you can just, I like it. How do you live in today's society and not think that the Nazis would burn down shit that was pro-gay people? Like, I don't even understand how that's something. They didn't like anyone who wasn't straight, white, cis, Aryan archetype. That's the only thing that they liked. I don't understand how this is complicated to consider. It's also crazy to call it, by the way, like written in Jewish when you can go to Wikipedia and see that the text is German. I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. Oh my God. That's like, imagine saying something is written in Christian. Yeah. This shit could not be easier to research. This is not even difficult to research. It's not difficult at all. And then, like, this is bad. This is objectively bad, dude. When your community is writing W Nazis, W Adolf, maybe you should reconsider. Did you notice how whenever Ethan Klein talks about, for example, Hassan Piker, the chat message is like, Ethan Klein loves Israel. He's such a Zionist. And he's like, look at these harassment messages. They hate me. Meanwhile, he hasn't given a fraction of the same energy to Asmongold, despite the fact that his chat actually keeps saying things like, quote, damn Nazis based, end quote, and quote, Nazi W. Gotta give them that, bro. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Just a few bad apples. Just a few bad apples, right? 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 Full chat screenshot with a bunch of people saying based, based, based. Also, even if he meant Hebrew, Hebrew was kind of dead, was kind of a dead language during that time. Israel gave it life again. Yeah.
I appreciate all 7 months of streams and coverage. I fall within quite a few marginalized communities and feel safe and well-spoken for here.
Aww.
Please never stop dunking on worm brains.
Thanks. It really means a lot. I appreciate it. I just don't understand how you can do this, and it's fine. And it's fine. X Alex Jones Enjoyer X is
Alex Jones Enjoyer X is an actual username in his chat.
I mean, I guess that could be sarcastic, but like not when the chat message is like, quote, W Hitler. Like maybe when your chat message is writing, when your chatters are writing that, maybe you should reconsider what you're doing on your stream as a concept, as an idea, maybe. Huh? Hmm? And then he talked about it some more. First, Asmongold is Nazi spreading Nazi propaganda on Twitch, and apparently that's fine and dandy. Twitch shouldn't be platforming him, and everyone in digital proximity to him should be loudly denouncing him. Where's the energy for this? I thought for Ethan Klein, he just really wanted to get rid of the anti-Semitism that's on Twitch. That's weird that he doesn't really care about talking about this much and instead wants to talk about all this other nonsense. Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Hirschfield Institute of Sexology in 1933, not because it was a safe space for queer people, but because it was written in Jewish, not German. That's actually not what I was talking about. This person's just actually completely wrong. I was talking about the book burnings. So this is what I said in the clip.
Let us remember that the Nazis
But the books were in German.
burned the books that the Nazis burned books on gender sciences.
They did do that. Like, my understanding is that they burned them not because it was gender stuff, but because it was written in Jewish and not German.
Which is me misspeaking. I meant Hebrew.
It was like a
But they were in German. Why you can go to the wiki? You're still wrong. Why are you still wrong? This is double wrong again.
taking of Germany for Germans. That was like the uprising of the Nazis.
Right. A retaking of Germany for Germans.
They also burned porn. Yeah, they burned a lot of stuff. And I wish people like this. It's disappointing that you can't have genuine conversations because people try to just like kind of, handpick facts and like not talk about things in an honest way. This is the kind of stuff that people try to take out of context where like they're saying, oh, Asmon thinks that it wasn't. It's actually because I'm trying to discuss the actual real extent of it. And the true extent of it is much worse
than what's being communicated.
Get on lips. I meant something else that was wrong.
It's also still wrong. It's either that they were in German or Yiddish, not
Denims.
Hebrew. That's about 20 years too early for Hebrew to be back.
Now I go by Josie. I'm out as trans finally woo-woo.
Oh,
In an
Josie.
increasingly scary world, it's really nice feeling safe in your community.
Aw.
Love you lots. Keep
Aw,
up calling
thanks.
out the worm brains feels good, man.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have words for this. I don't have words for this. I don't have words. This edit. This music's so ominous. Yeah. Anyways, this is just showing that a lot of gay men were prosecuted by the Nazis, imprisoned in concentration camps. Whoa, shocker, because the Nazis were also very homophobic. And they also didn't like people who weren't cis and straight. Which is the same shit what I don't understand about like how this is complicated to understand is just think about it for 2 seconds. The right-wing party in America is talking about how we need to eradicate the trans people, talking about how we need to protect women by not allowing people to go to the bathroom. We need to focus on like the nuclear family and birth rates. And all of the popular right-wing commentators often talk about gay people very disparagingly. But the idea that this would have happened in Germany is too far. It's too crazy. Huh? Yeah, overturning Obergefell. Huh? Homosexual prisoners were a preferred target of Nazi human experimentation during the last years of Nazi rule. The best known experiments involving homosexual men were attempts by endocrinologist Karl to change prisoners' sexual orientation by implanting a pellet that released testosterone. No, for sure, they didn't hate gay people. They definitely didn't hate LGBTQ people. It's just, this is so baby brain. Like, I don't understand.